here for day 53 of the 100-day project. And I've got some fabrics here. I have a piece of muslin that has some dye paint on it. And I have a piece of a towel, kitchen towel, not a paper towel, but a kitchen towel that has some paint on it. I think it's the same paint, but it looks very different on two different fabrics. Then I have a piece of a napkin that I actually used as a cleanup rag for my watercolor paints. And I have wrapped it around this wire, and I have this little jewel hanging off of it. And I'm going to stitch this first thing. I've got some 6 strands of embroidery floss, and I'm going to tie a knot. It's got a knot now in the end of it. And I think I'm gonna start it from the front, so the knot will be part of the design. And I want to get through all 3 of these fabrics if I can. Okay, so that's part of the design. I've got a pin in it to kind of hold everything together. Well, I thought maybe with just three pieces of fabric I could make it, but I don't think I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do a running stitch across this top. I've got my thread wrapped around that needle. So I just need to be careful to try to get everything, all of the fabrics in. I'm a little quiet today. I had an appointment this morning with a dermatologist to have a skin cancer removed. It's not a big deal, but something that needed to be taken care of. So it's one of those things where they put you in a room and then they come in and numb it, and then they come back in and they take a sample off of it, and you then spend 2 hours in the waiting room to see if they got it all. Well, luckily they did, but it was a long morning, and I'm thankful to have it over with. It was kind of tiring just sitting in that waiting room for so long. And then after they took me back to the room to get it stitched up, that took an hour and a half. They actually had in that dermatology center, they had 300 patients today, which is kind of mind-boggling. So they were a very nice group of technicians and doctors. So, I mean, it was, as unpleasant experiences go, it was as good as could be expected. So, but I'm a little quiet, kind of tired from that morning thing. At least they got it the first time, and I didn't have to. I have to go back and get the stitches out, but I don't have to do anything else. So, okay, so that's got all of that together. Then I've got this piece of book parts. This is the header. I believe it's called a header. You know, in the book where at the very top, sorry about that, I have an alarm set for 4:50 here in Eastern Time. And I didn't think about that when I started filming. So anyway, I believe this is part of a book. This is a book part. I'm trying to move my camera back. It's the header. I believe it's called a header. It's the part that goes between the spine and the book block to keep you from putting too much stress on the spine when you pull it off a shelf. So anyway, this is a book part, and I'm going to put that down. Then I have this fancy ribbon, glittery ribbon. I don't use a lot of glitter, but I'm not opposed to it, but I just don't use a lot of it. But I thought with this little jewel here that's kind of glittery that I would add this. And then I have a button, a pink button. So I am going to attempt to stitch this all together. And I need to put a knot in this thread. Okay, so I've got a knot. So I'm going to come up from the back. And I'm going to leave the button off long enough to get the needle through. Now my train is going to come by. Where I sit, I've told you that I have, well, I'm going to stop for just a minute while okay. I have a view from my window of the mountain. It's part of the Blue Ridge Mountain. And I also have a train track, which is in view. I can see the train going by. And it, oh, I'm going through the wrong hole. It goes by all hours. It does come by at night or, you know, in the wee hours of the morning, but it doesn't wake me up. But it's pretty loud when it goes by. I don't know what I've got here. This particular train seems to be, I believe it's carrying coal. That's what it looks like. It's kind of interesting, the graffiti and stuff that's on the trains. This one, the coal cars don't seem to have much, but often they do have graffiti on them. I gotta get this needle through that hole. And then I've got one more hole to take care of. All the thumbs. And now I think I have the guy mowing my grass. It's been quite a day. Okay, so now I am going to tie a knot. I believe I got all 3 of the fabrics in. And I'm gonna cut it. So, this is day 53 of the 100-day project. And I thank you for joining me today. Let me get you back in view here. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.